All right, let's move on to the next session. And in this session, I want to talk about how these applications play with our front office and back office applications. Vijay talked this morning about the front office applications, the sales, marketing, and support apps, and the back office applications, finance, HR, and IT, and all of that. And in this session, I want to take a look at, and I'll show you how these productivity and collaboration applications play along with these front office and back office applications. So let's get started. We took a look at email. So we offer Zoho Mail application. And of course, we also have chat application for those of you who are not familiar. And I'm sure majority of you are not familiar that we also offer an audio conferencing application. And how many of you know that we also offer a web conferencing application, a web-based meeting application where you can share your desktop. So Zoho offers a web conferencing. How about a video conferencing application? Well, we do that too. If you look at all these applications, we call them the unified communication stack. Right? These are all the communication applications. They fall under the communication bundle that Vijay talked this morning about. And then on top of it, I mean, if you look at these individual communication applications, each medium did not replace the other. The fact that you have audio conferencing does not mean that you don't need an email application. There is a place for each of these applications. And then there are other applications out there, like how about a private social network? Well, we have all used social networks. How about something like that for your business? And that is Zoho Connect. And of course, we have project management, Hari talked about earlier. And then the authoring tools that Vijay talked this morning, that is the document management, word processor, spreadsheet, and presentation applications. If you look at it, these are all productivity, collaboration, and communication applications that we offer today. So if you notice, each of them has its place in work, in business. And today I want to take each of these applications and show how they integrate with our business applications. So as Vijay broke it down into the front office bucket and the back office bucket. And I'm going to take a look at how these applications integrate and add significant value here. So let's start with the front office bucket here. So let's start with CRM. And how does CRM integrate with our productivity and collaboration apps? And let's not take all applications at once because there are a ton of integrations. So let's look at the unified communications stack here and how they integrate. So let me start showing you the product. Let's start with, so this is Zoho CRM. You go to any contact in CRM. Let's pick a contact, Charles Stone, a popular figure in the company. If you notice, no matter where you are, there is a chat bar at the bottom. You can start a chat session with any of your colleagues, right? So that is chat I was talking about. And the reason many of you don't know we have an audio conferencing tool is because of this small icon that is hidden in the chat bar. That's audio conferencing where you can call your colleagues right from there. You don't need a plugin, right from the browser. And if you want to convert that into a video call, just tap on the icon next to it. That's video conferencing. You want to start a meeting and share your desktop? Well, go to the actions and say, hey, share desktop. That's web conferencing. So that's audio, video, and web conferencing integrated right into a chat bar. And this chat bar that you see is integrated across all Zoho applications. Front office, back office, and the productivity and collaboration applications. It's done. So, but then audio conferencing is not the only thing. Some cases you want it to be integrated into your telephony systems. Well, we got that covered as well. You see a phone icon right next to it? That lets you call your customers right from the CRM system. If you don't have it configured, you can dial using Skype. If you have it configured, you can call your customers directly from your CRM system, and after you complete the call, you can log that call and take notes right within the CRM system. And you can even hook it up to your desk phone as well. You can say, when you call a customer, it'll call your desk phone first. After you pick up your desk phone, it'll call the customer. And then after you end the call, it'll prompt you a small dialogue saying, hey, do you want to take any notes for the call? And you take notes, and that'll log the call. But if you look at what's powering all of these, this chat, audio conferencing, video conferencing, web conferencing, all of this is coming from our productivity and collaboration suite. And in case of sales people, when integrated with CRM, it's extremely powerful. And there's one other thing we missed, email as part of the communication stack. And we have done several integrations with email. And in some cases, it's with Zoho Mail. In many cases, it works across email clients. Let me show you a few ways we have integrated with Zoho Mail. Number one, there is an email section right here within Zoho Mail, Zoho CRM. This is the old version of Zoho Mail system. And it is integrated contextually. I'm stressing the word contextually here because if you look at a salesperson, sure, they are living in the CRM system, but what is the other application they live in? Email. But if you have to switch between CRM and email multiple times a day, that context switch is expensive. So we said, how about bring those two together and bring in necessary information and embed it right where the user expects it? Because if you're looking at a contact information, you copy the email address, go to your Outlook or whatever your email client is, paste the email address, search for the contacts, and then come back to your email, your CRM system, and copy and paste content between these. All complex mess. We said, what if we can tie these together? So that's what we did. So this is the first integration. We brought in email inside CRM. The next thing we did was, with contacts and accounts, we contextually integrated a few things there as well. Let me pick an example here. We have an email section here that lists emails from this particular customer. So when you go to a contact information, it not only shows the contact information, it also lists all the emails that you have exchanged with this user, and not just the emails that you have sent, also the emails you have received. In this case, I haven't exchanged any information. But then we even went one step further. When you're working on a sales contract, you're not just working alone. You're working with probably a sales engineer or a few people. And you may want to keep them in the loop. You can even share your email exchanges with this contact right from the contact page. So those are additional options available here. So we have looked at two integrations here. One, the entire email application showing within CRM. And then there is the second integration, which is at the contact level or a lead level, where you can see all the email exchanges you had with a particular user right within the app. So those are two neat integrations. Coming back to the presentation, right? We have seen the unified communication stack. We looked at how email is integrated, how chat, audio, web, and video conferencing are integrated into the CRM system. And as I said, these are all contextual integrations. So what are these contextual integrations? These are information is automatically pulled in to the right place at the right time. So, and these contextual integrations are not just in the desktop. We have extended that to the mobile as well. So that's bidirectional integration of unified communication apps between a CRM, a front office app, and our unified communication suite. But then there are more. Take a look at, for example, projects. That's yet another integration that exists with CRM. You may ask, what has projects to do with CRM? Well, consider this scenario. You're a construction company, you just signed that new deal, and you manage the entire sales process in the CRM. You sign the agreement. What do you do? What do you do next? Well, the actual project starts then. Now that you signed an agreement with a client, then you have to plan your construction, and that is where the projects comes in. And it makes sense to manage that project in the context of that customer. So if you go to your CRM system and you know how the project is doing, what the progress is in an instant without having to go to a project management system. And that's exactly what we have done with our projects integration. Let me just quickly show you that. So this is Zoho projects. Hari talked about it in detail. And the entire interface, you will notice, is integrated into Zoho CRM. You go to the CRM application, and you'll notice the module called projects. And the same interface that we saw earlier shows up right within the CRM system. But it's not just the entire thing, just like an email where you've seen the email within the CRM system. What's more useful is the contextual integration. So what am I talking about? Let's go to a contact. Let's pick a contact here and see what projects are we working on for this customer or a contact. So go there, you'll see the Zoho projects integrated right there, and you'll notice the milestones, the task progress, and other things that are related to that particular customer. You can, of course, click on that, and that will take you to the projects module and see additional details. So neat integration between project management and, of course, the CRM system, right? And that brings us to the authoring tools, document management, word processor, spreadsheet presentation applications. How do they integrate with a CRM system? Well, just like projects and mail, we also integrate Zoho Docs into the CRM system. So when you go to the documents module, it lists the documents from, it's powered by Zoho Docs at the back end, but these are the documents that you can create and share with the salespeople. And in fact, if you go to the create option, you will see the document, spreadsheet, and presentation. These are Zoho Writer, Sheet, and Show embedded right in there. And in fact, because it is in the context of sales, you can specify which users among your sales team have access to this. So you can create a folder and say, I want this folder to be accessible by a certain set of people, and you can select the users. You can select the groups, or you can do it based on the roles and various things that you have defined within the CRM. So, and again, just like the other two integrations we have seen, it's not just integration of the entire module within the system. You can go to any of these individual contacts. Let's pick the same contact we picked earlier. And in that context, you'll see all the documents, all the attachments here. You can attach a document from the document section, pick one, attach, and that shows up right here. When you click on it, you have an option to view that document using Zoho Writer, our word processor, yet another contextual integration. You can do that with spreadsheets, presentations, and you'll notice that this integration not only exists with Zoho, it also exists with the Google Drive as well. Again, we were talking about contextual integration of projects within CRM. So, moving on. We have seen front office integration with CRM, and of course there are a ton of others. We also integrate with campaigns as well. In campaigns, we have Zoho Writer integrate into Zoho campaigns. Well, you want to send out an email campaign, but you want to write down things on what you want to show. Where do you do that? Well, open up your word processor and start writing the content. And you want to import that content into your email campaign, so campaigns integrates a word processor. That's yet another example. Another integration, Sales IQ. Some of you may not be familiar with Sales IQ. It lets you track your visitors online and give you additional information about them. It's a really cool application, but here we have integrated our chat application through Sales IQ with Zoho email. How do we do that? Let's say you're a salesperson, you're sending out an email to your customer, and That's an important deal. And you want to provide the ability where your customer can chat with you at any point of time and start a chat session right from your email. Something like this. You can embed a small piece of code into your email signature, and it'll add chat with us option right within your signature, and your customer can start a chat session right from the email client. Again, another unique integration that not a lot of people do in this industry, and this works across email clients. You don't have to use Zoho email for that. So these are a few examples on the front office integrations. I hope that gives you a good idea on the kind of contextual integrations we have done with our Office suite and various other productivity and collaboration applications. Now, let's look at the back office integrations. There are a few. For example, just like we integrate with CRM, we also integrate with Zoho Recruit. For those of you who are not familiar with Zoho Recruit, well, it lets you recruit candidates. So it's a good, deep application. And it's an interesting thing. It's like CRM, but facing the other way around. With CRM, you're looking for customers. With Recruit, you're doing the same process, but here it's with your employees. You want to make sure that your employees are happy and all of that. So that is where Zoho People and Zoho Recruit comes in. And we have taken a ton of things that we have done in Zoho CRM and used that in Recruit as well. So all the things that you have seen in Zoho CRM, most of those integrations exist in Zoho Recruit as well. Let me quickly, just show you a few things. You'll notice that the interface is familiar, and you can go to, let's say, a document section, and you see all the documents related to recruitment, and of course, you'll see all the candidates, their resumes, all of them can be placed here. And just like CRM, you can see all the emails related to this right here, and then all these attachments and other stuff are integrated within every single module of the application. You can go here, look at the attachments, browse the attachments, and integration with docs and all. And of course, like we have seen in CRM, you can also chat with your colleagues and all of that right there. The same suite of applications from the collaboration and productivity are also integrated with Recruit. Books. Zoho offers accounting applications, invoicing, expense management. Now we are launching inventory, and there are a few other cool things coming. And we have integrated, again, we have several integrations between these applications and a lot more coming. But I want to talk about project management integration with an accounting tool, right? So let me jump and show you the application itself. This is Zoho Projects, you have seen earlier. And Projects has something called timesheets. And we talked about that earlier. So you can log the time, and let's say you're working on a task. Right from here, you can go start a timer for any of these tasks, and you want to charge based on how much time you spent on a particular timer. And you can start a timer, and you can open your mobile app, and after you're done, you can stop the timer on your mobile app. There are some cool integrations there. Let's say you log your time, go to your timesheet, and then you want to quickly create an invoice. What do you do? How do you do? Just go to the invoice section and say, create an invoice. Select the customer name. Select your rate. Just put in some value. Select the start date and the end date. And say, I want to create an invoice for all the tasks that I've created and include all the unbilled expense. And say, create an invoice. The form you see here is actually coming from Zoho Books, our accounting software. It's exactly the same integration with Zoho Invoice as well. So what you're doing is you're sending out an invoice right from your project management application without leaving that context. And this is the invoice. You're providing the details and apply your tax and other things, and just say save, and you can send out that invoice. So this is the invoice. And of course, you can print it and send it, and you can do all kind of cool things once it's in our accounting software. No? That's one way of doing things. Send from projects, capturing all the information and sending it invoice, and you don't even know that you're using Zoho Invoice or Zoho Books at the back end. What if you want to do it the other way around? You go to Zoho Books. For those of you who are not familiar, this is a really slick interface for Zoho Books. This is the dashboard for Zoho Books. So here, I want to set up an invoice here. So I want to send out an invoice from this organization, and I want to go to sales and invoices, and I want to send out an invoice. But I just don't want to send out a regular invoice. I want to send an invoice based on the work I've done in Zoho projects. You'll notice that there is a direct option available that says invoice for Zoho projects, and select the project you're working on. Let me just select one of the projects we have here, maybe this one. Select a customer, define a rate, select the date, and invoice for all the tasks, include all the unbillable, and say create an invoice. And in this case, I don't think I have enough timesheet entries here. But what it does is it creates an invoice, and it will ask you, how would you like to receive payments? Because our accounting system is integrated with various payment gateways, be it PayPal to Authorize.net to various other third-party ones like Stripe to many others, you can accept payment directly to your account through Zoho Books or Invoice. And for those of you who haven't migrated online, Zoho Books and Invoice has old way of doing things as well, where you can say, hey, I want to send this invoice through snail mail. Well, in that case, you just say, send it through snail mail. We take care of printing it, attaching a stamp to it, and shipping it. That's also available in Zoho Books and Invoice. See, there's a neat two-way integration between Zoho projects and Zoho Invoice or Books. These are some of the examples of nice integrations between these systems. All right, so I just wanted to show a couple of examples on front office and back office, and that's what we looked at. On the front office, we looked at CRM integration, bidirectional, both on the web and on the mobile. We also briefly looked at, campaigns and sales IQ integrations as well. On the back office, we looked at integrations with books and projects and several others as well. There are a lot more coming. As several people said in the morning, we launch a ton of integrations, almost an integration a week, if not more, and we have been doing that for several years, and we keep doing that. And now we are extending these integrations to mobile. It's not just a checkmark integrations. These are deep contextual integrations between these applications. So these integrations that we have done are not restricted to Zoho applications. For example, we not only integrate with our word processor, spreadsheet, presentation, and docs, we also integrate this with Google Drive and their word processor, spreadsheet, and presentation. Our CRM not only talks to Google's word processor, it also talks to your installed version of Microsoft Word if you want to do mail merge and things like that. And it not only talks to our email client, it talks to various other email clients as well. It not only talks to our video conferencing and all of that, it also talks with Google Hangouts and various others. So we have taken this integration to other vendors as well, because the value is in integrating these applications, and that contextual integrations is the key here. So as I repeat there, today no other vendor offers this package. And they're not even close. Reason, they don't even offer these applications. You have to have the application before you can offer these integrations. And this is the case where 1 + 1 = 3, where a tightly integrated product is more valuable than these individual parts. And these suite of applications, as Vijay mentioned this morning, the front office, back office, and the productivity and collaboration application suite can help you and enable you to run your business online on Zoho. We call this the business operating system or operating system for your business, which is a fabric on which you can run your entire operations. Your sales, marketing, support, accounting, IT, HR, collaboration, internal collaboration, external collaboration, communication, authoring. This is a huge list, and that is about 25 different applications, 50+ mobile applications, integrated into one suite, and we plan to keep rolling the ball and keep enhancing all of this. With that, I would like to end my presentation, and thank you.